My name is Mark Followill. You're listening to another dumb podcast. These guys are freaking morons.
Another dumb podcast. No, I like it. It's not dumb.
It's called Another Dumb Podcast.
That makes sense. So you could have just said, I'm doing another dumb podcast.
Yeah.
Again, basketball dumb guy over here. Sorry.
On the dumb podcast.
You don't mow shit out here. Oh, grab your mic. This is
I didn't know we were starting already.
We're starting. Sorry.
How's it sound?
It sounds freaking great.
Oh, good.
You know.
It's a recording studio.
Yeah,
in here.
I appreciate Jacob booked us a conference room for all
That's
this.
the kind of power I have around here.
Dude, it's pretty crazy. So, yes. So the podcast is back, and Jacob didn't even know it. I don't think.
Well, I mean, I kind of had an idea when you said, hey, you want to record a podcast?
Yeah, but you knew that the podcast still existed, but you didn't know that the podcast wasn't still... It's been on a hiatus for 2 months now, or...
Well, you have rejuvenated energy with your stats that came out. The Spotify rap.
Spotify.
You had no idea so many people were listening.
Yeah, I was like, what? Holy crap. I think that actually probably shot me in the nuts just a little bit more.
I know. Well, Ray's withholding our LDC podcast info.
Is he?
So.
Well, no, it did not. But it is funny when you stop podcasting, you'll just be driving around and ideal. You're like, man, we should talk about this.
Yeah, right. So, like all the segment ideas start flowing in.
So lame.
That's why athletes come out of retirement. They go home, start watching other games like, these guys suck. I could totally take them.
Over here listening to the Speakeasy. I can do this.
Are you listening to any of that still?
I did a big listen. Was it yesterday or the day before?
Yeah.
No, the day before.
I don't know.
When I
oh right, yeah. When they announced Danny.
When I predicted old Big Dan would be.
Was that like the most predictable big announcement ever?
Yeah, it was like, hey, this has got a big announcement. It's like, well, I'm sure it's not Jer.
Yeah, like when the
sorry,
not
Jer.
yet.
Sorry, Jer.
Not yet. Yeah, when the ticket does a big announcement, it's like who's leaving, and now the freak, it's like who's joining.
Yeah.
So where's he sliding into? I didn't even see the details.
So yeah, we're starting. By the way, I don't know. We've been started.
I figured.
No, you're good.
Make sure my mic is on.
No, you're. Jacob gave me his gaming headphones, so I look like a freaking dork right now. But that's okay.
You're gonna start shouting out Call of Duty instructions.
Go! Get around the corner!
Yeah.
Freaking idiot. No, it's the predictable spot where Danny was going to be.
What? Afternoon Drive producer?
No, no, not a producer. I mean,
that's a predictable spot.
Third mic.
With Soroy and
Mike. Mike in the afternoons.
It's a crowded room.
Yeah. Well, the problem is, it's funny. So we stopped doing the podcast, which I didn't know if we were going to do the podcast ever again. I kind of like...
I didn't even notice we stopped.
Exactly. That's why I said you did not know we stopped the podcast.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
you
didn't know.
You're like, did we start the podcast?
No,
like,
I thought you said. I thought you said you didn't know you started again.
We stopped the podcast.
Yes.
We stopped the podcast. That was like a very somber day because I don't have time to do the podcast anymore, and I don't know. My heart's not in it anymore either. So,
how much heart does it require just to talk?
Because
producing the advertising.
No, well, because I don't even know. I don't even know if
we're just trying to get us all on the same page.
Absolutely,
okay.
That part annoys
hurting
me.
Cats.
Yes. You're like, hey guys, everybody at 9. Everybody goes, yeah, I'll be there, be there.
Yeah.
Sit over there like the meme for Pablo Escobar, and I'm just sitting there on the swing, just waiting for my friends to. So that part does get annoying, but
it's kids, bro.
I
got to give us an excuse.
You have no excuse.
I never say I'm going to do it.
Exactly.
So I never no show.
But when I started the podcast was me and you.
Yes.
And
well, it was you.
It was me, but it was it was the impetus was me and you were going to do this, and then maybe if Grego shows up, and
Right.
then
you invited the circus, and you got a circus.
Oh, I got a circuit. It's so crazy how like organic that happens. You're
I
like,
know.
hey, guess what? There's this guy named Jay. Okay,
Well,
sure.
wasn't it just like we would get drunk and see who's still online at 2 a.m. and wants to pop in.
We definitely did that. I don't know if a lot of those recorded real well.
Yeah, probably
probably best that they did.
back in the Wild Wild West days.
Yeah, like friggin' 15 months ago. That was so crazy.
Yeah,
But
that's about right.
I'm sorry, we're going all over the place, but that's okay.
Oh
but,
yeah, what do you got on the agenda?
No, it is good to
Stay on time.
No, we are going to stay on time, and we're not going to do long Rogan Mess podcast anymore. But I swim through Dallas a lot.
Yep.
So here's the plan.
Yeah, you like basically live here now.
I basically do.
So what are your observations of my great city?
I am Mr. Dallas. Well, hold on. I'm gonna give you my Dallas observations.
Okay.
But so I swim through here a lot, and I'm going to just come in and go, hey Jacob, we're gonna just record real quick, just like
That's happened once.
like a quick hour.
Yeah.
We're just gonna do a quick hour. We're not gonna do long drawn outs, and we're gonna do it in person.
Yeah, it's better.
At least we're gonna try.
Yeah.
If we might have a few of them that we do, but it's so different when it's on because we're all like, who are you talking? Me? You?
Oh yeah.
And then it's not personable either because then I can actually look at you and
Yeah, we had the same problem on the other side.
yeah,
Like,
it's you got to do them in person. So
Ideally, yeah.
that's the change that's going
I
to
think
happen.
we found it good in talking about post game beers, Lupton Drinking Club.
Never heard of it. What is that?
We record every Tuesday.
Never heard of it.
Look for new releases Wednesday.
What do you record?
When?
Where?
Oh, so that's what I was getting to. So in baseball season, it was easy to do in studio.
Right.
Because either we'd all be on the road together, or most of us would be, or we'd be there in Fort Worth for the game. Well, the football games are on Saturdays, and everybody's super busy. We can't just pop on over to the studio after a Saturday football game and record. So then, everybody goes home, and next thing we know, it's everybody's busy with their week and kids and job, and I'm over here in Dallas, and it's like, man, if this is going to work, we're just going to have to do them on Zoom. And at first, we all hated it, and I think now we're just used to it because we're, 13 weeks into the football season, and we've done one in studio.
Okay,
over that time.
I'm not trying to be mean. I thought y'all did stop recording because y'all had the season was over. Are y'all back to recording?
So the original idea was just to do baseball. Because we even started it because, there's a million football podcasts, but there's 0 baseball podcasts. Mm-hmm. So instead of just sitting around waiting for, someone to do one, we said, why not us? Who goes to more baseball games than we do? Mm-hmm. So that's how it started. But then we signed with Roxo and Frogs Today, and they're kind of like, well, we kind of want y'all to do year round. Like all
am
sports.
I stupid to know that?
Like, okay, well, shit. We're going to be like one of 7 football podcasts and competing in a crowded market and also trying to find content that hasn't already been covered because there's another podcast that gets real into analytics and stats and covering the games in that way.
That's probably not going to be your game.
And then when there's another one where it's like a recruiting insider and he's talking about, his takes on the game from being an insider. Well, we're neither, hardcore analysts nor are we insiders, So we're like, okay, let's just stick with what we do and let's talk about the games as if we were just buddies at the bar, just talking sports like regular guys, So
I think if you
kind of continued that, we've.
I think if you were trying to get Stove off the podcast, this would be the best part right now.
Well, I'm not talking about the team or the season. I'm talking about. Just
Did we say that? We said, yeah. What we're going to.
I'm just getting into podcasting in general.
No,
like,
that's cool.
This deep into the season, I think we found a pretty good rhythm doing things on Skype, and it makes it easier to have guests too.
It does.
But then again, on that note, it's. If you have guests, you kind of want to bring them to the studio.
Well, it's like, dude.
But then somebody has to sit out because there's only 4 spots. There's 4 of us. So bring on a guest.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to sit out.
Someone's gotta sit
bring
out.
on 2 guests. 2 got to sit out.
Yeah, no.
So
now that we have this room, which we might be able to commandeer every now and then.
Yeah, and I can book it in advance.
Do you think, Campy Kemp would be over here? And
well, with his second kid, gotta be tough. Yeah,
the kid really ruined everything.
I'm telling you.
God, I was like, congratulations, but are you gonna be able to, pop on?
Yeah, right. Let's have baby talk.
Yeah, dude. Me and him we just text each other and talk about Bluey. So
Oh, the TV show.
Yeah. The
Okay.
kid show.
I have
I knew
nephews.
I knew it would tell me. I was just listening. Well, go back on to. So we stopped the podcast.
Yeah.
And it was kind of difficult too because I was really busy, and that's really the issue that I had. I was too busy, and like, I kind of just wanted a break almost.
Okay.
I kind of, I don't know what it was. I was just kind of wanted to recalibrate, and then, which is kind of funny because as soon as we stopped,
Shit popped off.
the freak goes, "We're not a thing," and now I was like, why?
I know. Well, nothing was stopping you from coming out of retirement.
I could have, but I kind of held off a little bit to just, hey, I don't want to do that right now. But yeah, I did have some crazy the freak HSOs, but I kind of be like, you know what? I'm kind of glad we didn't though. You know, just kind of let
it simmer.
let the freak kind of go a little bit, and then.
Let it get settled.
You know, it's like kind of like watching The White Lotus. You want to watch it right now, or do you want to wait till you get 10 episodes in?
I'm hearing a lot about that show. Is that something I need to watch?
Have you watched the first season
Of what?
of White Lotus?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
the first season's awesome.
Okay.
Now there's a second season, which I heard is pretty awesome, but kind of the same. So we'll see. But I haven't watched it yet because I'm a staunch. I don't like waiting for shit.
Oh, you like to binge?
Oh, I love to binge.
See, I was watching the Steve Carell show. I was watching the new release. I watched the new release week 1.
You watch The Office?
Not The Office. No, that'd be a long journey watching week to week.
No,
No, it's called The Patient.
I've never heard of it.
It's a good concept. It got a little stale for me after about 7 episodes. But they're short. They're like 20, 25 minutes each. So, I don't know. Maybe check that out. See what you think.
All right, well, we'll.
I need more explosions and car chases in my... No, I'm kidding.
But
no, it got a little boring for me. So, White Lotus, okay.
White Lotus, HBO, on the Hibbo. I'm going to start... I did steal it from another podcast, but I'm abbreviating way too much now. I just went down the street.
Get some Gato.
Went to the Shack.
Right.
Not that Shack, but the other. Now that one's gone, and now there's a new Shack.
Refill with some Gato.
Gato.
Yeah.
Okay. You get
some Gato, bro.
What is that? Gatorade?
Gatorade.
Okay. I think we're going to get along on this part. I was wondering because I was
stay
like,
refueled, man.
Dude, I got.
That's why you're not podcasting anymore. Not enough Gato.
Dude, not enough Gato. Dude, I'm over here speaking in full, sentences, which I need to like just abbreviate it. It's using too much.
Yeah,
that's why you need to have Gato. So, yeah. So I went to the Shack. You know what that is?
No.
You never been to the Shack down there? It's right down the street. Shake Shack.
Shake Shack. Okay, I was thinking Love Shack.
No.
Isn't that a burger shop too, though?
Love Shack?
I think so.
Maybe
Somewhere, maybe in Fort Worth or something.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Shake
Shake
Shack.
Shack,
Shake
yeah.
Shack's it's big in like New
down
York.
there on Pearl. Yeah.
Hey, well, don't divulge your coordinates or anything.
Right. Did I just
Sorry,
dox myself?
Sorry, yeah, don't divulge the
Yeah, I'm at 2820 McKinnon Street. If you want to come find me, I'll be the little wiry fella standing on the corner in overalls and a John Deere hat.
Just fucking waiting, motherfucker.
Yeah.
No.
Meet me out there around 4:30. That's when I finish my nap.
Okay.
That's funny because on Twitter one time, real quick, you remember when I had that tweet about pregnancy is harder on men?
One of your best tweets you've ever done.
I didn't expect it to catch like that because it was a reply. Like it wasn't even like a tweet.
Okay, go explain that real quick.
Well, it wasn't like I posted it on my timeline for everybody to see. It
Yeah.
was just like in a conversation. I just dropped in and said, at everybody, pregnancy is harder on men than women.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
I did like the peace sign, like end of
Like
conversation.
I'm done. I'm not even
no
gonna
follow up.
I'm
no
not
questions.
no questions. No questions.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Well, then a friend of mine who's not really a friend of yours quote tweeted it, right?
Right, and that's what caused
And then, and that's where it got. She said, like, I'm gonna come over there and shove a watermelon up your, you know what?
Well, that's where the
then
that started the other meme was what was the meme like? I can't believe this guy has friends or
yeah. I think that was the same one.
Yeah, it was the same one. It was in that
some other guy, some anonymous neckbeard that follows all the chicks on Twitter, was like, I bet he wouldn't say that to my face or some stuff like that. Like, what the? I was
Dude,
like, okay.
I love
was like,
tough guys.
Okay. So I responded to him. I said, 2820 McKinnon Street. I was like, I'll be waiting out there. Find me in the overalls and the John Deere hat.
I'll divulge. I'll divulge when we're going to record next. But if any of you motherfuckers want to come out, me and Jacob will be out here in the front, and we will just start.
Just make sure I've had my nap.
Yeah, I'll call Jay, see if he wants to come out. Yeah. He's not too far away.
Jay will make it an unfair fight.
Oh, dude, he'll kill everybody.
Jay would whoop it. Remember a long time ago when I did that fighting bracket? Like during March Madness, I took 64 people on Twitter.
No.
And I seeded them all 1 through 16, 4 different brackets, and matched them up. And then I had everybody on Twitter vote on who they think would win in a fight. If I'd have been following Jay at the time, I think he wins that tournament.
It's pretty close. Jay's a big dude.
I think it came down to like baseball do and some, I don't remember. But
baseball do.
Yeah.
All you might need to do is just like
slide between his legs.
I think you just tucker him out a little bit, and he might be good for the taking right there.
No, but yeah, so that guy, I responded and I sent my address, and guess what he said? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about 6 months after the fact, I was thinking about that, and I went and found that tweet. It was like 6 months after the fact when I said like I'd be standing on the corner. I was like, all right, I'm going back inside now.
I'm going inside. It's getting cold out here. I'm fucking tired. You got a chair out here.
Still no response.
Yeah.
Could at least give me marks for the comedy.
Yeah,
man.
I know, dude. That was great. Have you ever found yourself, there's IRL type things, by the way, that's in real life, by the way, for those who don't know. IRL situations where there's a tough guy, and all you have to do is be not tougher.
Right. Kinder.
No.
Oh.
Crazier.
Like that Hey Arnold
like
episode?
Like insane.
Remember the Hey Arnold episode?
No. I don't remember 30-year-old episodes.
Arnold spent the whole episode scared of fighting the bully. And somebody told him just act crazy and scare him off. So he shows up to the fight and he starts acting all cartoony,
just start
crazy.
Smacking yourself in the face.
And then the bully said, I don't want any part of you, Arnold.
Yeah,
I'm running
exactly.
away now.
No, so I was coming into coming into a parking lot at a Texas Roadhouse. I don't know if I've told this story before, but I'm going to tell it anyways. I was with the fam. I think this was actually pre-kin. But I had me and the older kid.
Okay.
And my wife. So we're coming around, trying to get a parking spot, and there was a truck or some vehicle
some vehicle in truck form.
But they were in the right lane, so I can't go, and I was going to go around them to get. And so I go around, and this other car coming at me, and they're coming head on to me, and I go, well, hold on, and kind of going ahead of them, and my wife goes, hey, to the car, I'm sorry, we're just kind of coming through real quick.
Which probably irritated him more.
Oh, man.
That lady's mocking me.
So what happened was the woman was then going, fuck you, bitch. My wife can read all this. Go, fuck you,
She's
bitch.
Like John Boy from the passenger seat.
Yeah. But my wife looks at her and goes, hey, this, and then immediately sees her getting pissed off and goes right into this. I'm putting my middle finger up.
It's like, it's a scene from Team America.
Yeah, dude.
That terrorist is mocking us.
So my wife goes, oh, yeah, you want to talk some shit? Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. So then we go all the way around. I'm like, oh, it's over, whatever. So then as I'm parking, going into another parking spot, I don't have my ring on, but I hear like this on the window, and it's loud because I think the guy had a ring or something on it. And he hit the window fucking loud.
He's attacking your property.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The Incredible Hulk came out, and
that's immediate adrenaline.
I'm not gonna go word for word, but I went nuts on the dude.
Yeah,
the dude went from like to and like ran right off. He
Gonna have to match this energy, and I don't think I can.
Dude, it was one of those times where I was so mad, and then as I see what's happening, because when I saw him be real tough on me, and then see that I'm bigger and I'm crazier, because I'm a bigger guy, and he was kind of a smaller guy. But he's like, dude, this guy's fucking crazy. Yeah. I gotta go. And he goes and jumps in the back seat, and he won't even look at me. He was just like looking looking down. Yeah. I was like, what a monumentous day. That was such a great
That's
day.
A good dub.
That was a great dub. And I'm not I'll tell you right now, do not fight. Fighting's bad, like in like public. Like, I think it's stupid. I would totally...
There seems like so many levels of escalation that has to happen before you get into a physical altercation.
No. I will talk some mad shit on somebody, but...
Unless you just go Rugi on them and go from, level 10 to level 100 without going through the other steps.
But that's like the other thing. Like, I don't want to fight anyone. But I had one time at the Ranger game, I was with my full family.
Yeah, dude, Ranger games,
dude.
I don't know if there's more situations to fight at Ranger games than Cowboy games, but it's got to be close. Cowboy games are nuts, though.
I think a Cowboy game is much more. But these people were, and I was with my in-laws and extended family. It was like 8 of us. And we come up to our seats, and there's these 2 douchebags were just sitting in the middle where we were supposed to sit. And I was like, hey,
Dill,
fucking move. And then they were yapping, and I was like, whatever, they're fine. And then my wife immediately, triggered. Maybe my wife is the problem on this.
Well, I was going to say, man, it seems to be the common denominator here.
Well, the problem was she goes, I think they have a problem. And she's like if my wife has a problem, I go, I have a problem.
Right.
She's my light.
Hey, Brad, go fight them. Go fight them.
Go fight them now.
You're her little pit bull.
No, well, she just goes, man, these people are bitches. And like, they're bitching and moaning because they have to move. And I just go, hey, excuse me. Do you have a problem? Then move the fuck out of the way, okay? Shut the fuck up and move. I don't want to hear anything else from you. You're in our fucking seats, move. And that was
Brad's adrenaline's going to get me evicted.
No, but it was a whole night.
This is pretty soundproof in here. I don't know.
Well, yeah. Write us on Twitter right now.
Huh?
Write us on Twitter right now and how we sound. So that's what we know.
Oh, yeah. Call in.
Call in right now.
Yeah. Let's see what they're saying on the text thread.
Give us your best.
From the 817. I can hear you guys from across the street. I live in the glass house.
Yeah. I'm about to say, can we open this window so we just yell at people up over?
Yeah. Let's do some street interviews.
Yeah, she's like, hey, what's going on? Where are you going?
Yeah.
Where you at?
Let's go wireless.
So, so we're in Dallas, so we're going to be doing a few of these.
Yeah, get to your Dallas stuff. We keep going on side roads.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, we are. That's kind of where this goes. So I'm in Dallas a lot. Dallas, if most people know, not my jam.
Yeah.
But it's kind of is what it is.
I think it's tougher if you're coming and going. Like
but
once you can kind of establish this as like your residence and get used to the flow of things, I think it's a lot easier. But when you're used to a certain way and you just kind of drop in, even if it's on a daily basis, like if you commute here, it's kind of a shock to the system. And until you can really fully adapt to it, then I can definitely see that.
Well, yeah, it's like, coming through here, Jacob always makes fun of me, but that I'm just so scared of the danger that's of Dallas. Yeah, it's so scary.
I ain't going to the city.
It's so scary. I ain't going
here. I
saw
that one thing on the news one time.
Yeah, they're murdering each other every freaking minute out here.
Yeah.
No,
there's nowhere to park my
I
truck.
definitely don't feel that here. I definitely don't feel it in this neighborhood. This neighborhood is nice. I walked 8 minutes to a Shake Shack. So
sure, I mean, yeah, but you don't have to go but a block before you start getting into the bar scene.
Yeah.
And if you get caught up in there at the wrong time, wrong place, it stops being a nice neighborhood for a little while.
Yeah, no doubt. But yeah, I mean, the only part that I've always had a problem with Dallas is it's hard for me to navigate. I've been here 8 times in this neighborhood. I'm so lost.
Oh, for sure. I still kind of get lost.
I'm super lost out here. I don't know the streets like you might name off what street's going to be next off the other one. But
and the thing is, too, it's not like you can ever get into a spot where I don't need my navigation anymore because you don't know what road's going to be closed, where the traffic is, what's under construction, blah, blah, blah.
that shit like that is all over the place.
Yeah.
By the way, they're building a goddamn, oh my God, if you fell down that hole next door here.
It's going to be a upscale apartment, and the rumors are 1 bedrooms are going to be about $3,000.
I don't know.
$3,500.
Holy moly, man. Yeah. So they're digging a goddamn goal.
It's crazy. That's why I'm still in my 2-bedroom, because 1 bedrooms are almost as much as what I'm paying for my 2-bedroom.
Yeah, man. It's the incel.
So I can split the rent, and
it's the incel tax, bro.
Yeah, it's getting pretty bad, man. I don't know. I don't really know what my living situation is going to be next year.
Yeah,
because I don't particularly want to re-up here.
No, I'm sure
housing market still sucks.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Is like, again, I don't have a huge grudge on Dallas. It's just I get it. I mean, this is where industry is. Like, you drive down here and you're like, there's a lot of very important people here, and I understand why people are here. But it's just not my jam. That's all it is.
Dude, it's fun, but you're going to spend a lot of money.
Yeah, just spend
living, entertainment.
Spend like $18 at Shake Shack.
Yeah,
you know
and it's like,
dumb that is.
I live right down the street from the AAC. Get some cheap tickets. Let's go.
Yeah.
And then you're spending $73 on alcohol. It's like, well, so much for that cheap
there
night out.
There it goes. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's, again, why,
Yeah, I get shocked when I go to Fort Worth and I get my bar tab after, spending a couple hours at the bar, and it's like $31.
Yeah.
What? This would be 3 times as much in Dallas.
So do you think you'll be in Dallas forever?
No. I've never been anywhere forever.
Well, it's true, but
yeah, I don't let the grass grow under my feet.
Oh God!
As they say.
I'm about to say
on the move.
We made him sound like a goddamn.
But as far as
rambler,
like cross country moves, I don't think I would do. But like going to Fort Worth or buying a house
in the suburbs. Weren't you about a year ago wanting to go to fucking New Hampshire?
Yeah.
You still want to move
Still on
to
the table. Still on the table.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
No, my job kind of got in the way of that.
Well,
so having to be back in the office and stuff. If we were fully remote, man, the world would be my oyster.
You still have to go every day?
3 days a week.
3 days a week.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. Yeah, that's almost. Oh, that was the same what I do. But you think you move back?
So
what
is
to
it
Fort
exactly?
Worth?
Is it the traffic?
Again, traffic's very lame.
The one thing you saw in the news.
The one thing I saw. Well, dude, so where my project? Well, I have multiple projects out in this area, but I have one in Deep Ellum, and this is. I don't know if you know about Deep Ellum. They're really like trying to revitalize portions of it.
Well, they're tired of people dying, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Like, I'm getting as a kid, like I always heard of Deep Ellum, like Deep Ellum's fucking rough.
Yeah, I can remember right when I first moved here in middle school, people talked about Deep Ellum.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, I'm new to this city anyway. I've never lived in a big city, and you guys are telling me Deep Ellum is automatic death. I guess I won't go there.
If you go to Deep Ellum, you will be shot in the face.
Right, the one thing you saw
or at least,
in the news.
Okay, look to your left and look to your right. The one on your right will be shot in the face.
Yeah.
The one on the left will be stabbed.
I mean, even living here, I wouldn't go to Deep Ellum at night on the weekends.
Which is crazy.
Like, if I go, it's going to be day drinking at a brewery.
Well, it would be hard for you because...
Why?
Dude, I've been on Deep Ellum at night there because I went to the bomb factory and it's pretty lively there.
Yeah, the thing is though, there's so much to do in my immediate vicinity.
There's no reason to go.
I got to bypass all that to go somewhere else. Why?
Well, I even hear of. I can't remember
Harwood Arms.
I can't remember who was talking about it. Was it Jen? Maybe I don't know. Somebody was talking about like Deep Ellum, fix your shit. Like, it's kind of sucks here, but
yeah, and it sucks because there's a lot of good people that own bars and stuff down there.
Yeah,
they're like nobody's coming here anymore. And I'm sad.
That is sad.
Yeah,
but the problem is, dude, I got a simple issue. Number one, it's too close to that South Dallas area, so those creeps come into there. They start creeping in. So
where a lot of beefs get settled over there.
Yeah, where my site is right next to there's kind of like a police station area right there. And so they told it, like,
we have those.
We do, apparently. Even though we should defund them. But
I've lived here almost 3 years, and I've seen like one cop the whole time.
just it's like what? Yeah. He was like raking leaves though. He wasn't like copping. He wasn't doing anything cop
Not a lot
related.
of crime in this city.
He wasn't cop related.
Pretty bored.
Should we arrest him? No. Just just hang out over there in the corner. So where I park my car is like between where my job site is and the police station, just to kind of have somewhat, I think, well, crazy people won't do things right in front of the police station, right? But
Damn right they will.
so my first day at this is my first full day at this project. I go out, I was grabbing something out of my truck, and I see a man screaming and yelling,
Yeah.
and his pants down to his ankles,
Right.
just incoherently screaming, and I go, what the fuck?
The cops are like, what do you want us to do about it?
What is that? It's just old crazy Carl.
Our cops are like Chief Wiggum here.
Yeah. I'm like, come on, guys. Like, I don't know. But they did eventually, but I talked to the people up front. I'm like, hey, does this happen a lot? And they're like, no, never.
Yeah,
I'm like, come on.
that.
I don't know about that. I feel like, but as I was looking down, like I was leaving one day, and so this gate opens, and literally like 8 guys go running out across the street as this gate opens. They're running out of the gate. I was like, oh, yeah, that's where the criminals are getting out. Good. I'm glad the criminals are right there.
It's like, oh, brother, where art thou? They're just running away, chained together.
They really were. Like, they were literally, they had like these bags with their shit in it, and then they just run across the street, and then there's a fucking, like those tinting areas of just like
what do they call
they're
those?
they're not temporary.
No.
Like they have like full on furniture in
Yeah,
there.
they got an HOA.
Yeah, they do. And they're all tents. One
Yeah.
one had like a pretty nice little like bar chair.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
what are you doing? Are you hosting people?
They have their own economy.
Yeah. And I'm such a jerk too, because I'll be driving by and I'll see like the churches come by and like, here's your food.
Yeah.
And I'm going, don't.
Yeah.
I'm almost like they're
Starve them out.
Yeah. We need to smoke them out. Get a fire in there.
Vote you for mayor. Run with an iron fist.
Dude, I will ban. Okay, I'm the mayor of Dallas. Here's what I
Ban
do.
charity.
Yeah, absolutely. You're not allowed to
First
do
thing on the
anything
agenda.
for no one.
Yeah. You're going to tax the hell out
Oh,
of the charities.
I was so mad. Don't bring them food. They're like dogs. They're just gonna keep coming
Jeez.
back.
Those are my fellow citizens.
I know.
Fellow Dallas citizens.
I think I'm gonna get a lot of heat for
So
that.
the one thing, so like if you're only here and you only see the bad things, it's easy to shit all over Dallas.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then when you live here from day to day and you feel like the energy of the city, and
You
there's
can
something
appreciate
going
those
on,
things.
exactly.
Yeah.
And there's like some festival going on that you never would plan to go to, but you live across the street. Kind of like the Clyde Warren tree lighting. Like you're not gonna drive from Aledo to Dallas to see the Clyde Warren tree lighting. But
That's a total local thing. Like when we're
right.
gonna come
But
in.
That's the stuff. That's the stuff that you miss out on when you're passing by or working, and you're only seeing the traffic and the crime, and you're missing out on all those things. So you don't get a full appreciation for the city, and that probably applies to most cities, really.
And again, I'm not going to be all salty about Dallas. I'm not even going to be salty. Like I like Fort Worth, but I would never live in Fort Worth.
Like downtown,
yeah,
or just in Fort Worth proper, because Fort Worth proper is huge.
Oh yeah, it spans to like
yeah, it's massive.
Like
land
there's
mass.
north parts of 360 that are Fort Worth,
Yeah.
and you're like, what?
Yeah.
Why is there a Fort Worth cop over here?
Exactly, exactly right.
Yeah, it expands really big. I would say in downtown Fort Worth,
Yeah.
I love it, but like I wouldn't. I have no desire.
Well,
like
what reason would you have? Are you assuming like you're single, or like you're not going to leave your family there?
No, definitely. Yeah, that's one thing. I don't know who. People obviously do
If you were to
it.
move to Dallas, you can move to like Lakewood, and you could have a house in a
You never
neighborhood.
move
But
to freaking
whatever.
Highland Park, bitch.
Okay, Highland
University.
Park, sure, but those aren't Dallas. Those are
I know.
different.
That's a different city, isn't it?
And you could still be in the vicinity of everything Dallas has to offer.
Oh, I'll tell you one thing. This is going to sound weird or controversial. So how like people like to and it's going to sound kind of controversial, but I'm just going to say it anyways.
Women should
women.
worship us.
No. So I was driving through SMU, and I guess people, whenever they go, "Oh, you've got white privilege," and you kind of like feel bad for a second, then you kind of go, "Well, my bank account doesn't feel like it sometimes," and blah blah blah. But when you drive through SMU area, and you see like
the people that they're actually talking about,
the true elites of the world.
Yeah.
I mean, the people who are truly running the world. You drive through there and you go, I'm white. I am white. I'm physically white, but I ain't white.
I've had these arguments before when my non-white friends would be like, Jacob, you don't understand your privilege. And I'm like, I don't think you understand my lack of privilege.
Yeah.
Like, just because I look like the people in suits on the TV doesn't mean like, I didn't grow up in a wealthy house.
But I find that kind of weird.
We were poor growing up.
I mean, I don't watch the news. Oh, man. I do have like a bit where if you like watch like Fox 4 every night at 5 to 6 or whatever, I feel like you would be super racist.
Well, they kind of I think they tailor the content to a demographic.
Well, I'm talking about, you watch NBC, whatever, but it's always like,
I'm not talking about Fox as a particular. I just mean news in general.
Yeah, but you'd be like, there was another murder. Okay, what's that guy look? Okay. But I don't see that and go, hey, you know what? That looks like that guy.
Yeah.
I
see where you're going.
That's kind of the circle.
The privilege by association.
Yeah, I'd be like, well, dude, I can tell you right now, if I came to any one of those doors, they would call the police on me or maybe shoot at me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not them.
Yeah.
We're not in the same, like, Jacob and me do not run in those circles. Mm-hmm. I mean, we may know some ancillary people, and they might even hang out with us.
I found out I didn't belong in that circle when I started at TCU.
Yeah. Dude, we're not part of that.
Not in the same cast.
No, like, dude, we need to be with some white trash.
Yeah,
we need somebody needs to had a parent that beat them of some sort.
Yeah.
Or someone was on crack. I don't know.
Yeah, I've had that experience going on dates with like daughters of elitists.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I realize how poor I
am. we can fool around, but Daddy is not going to approve of you.
No, yeah, that's
really what it is.
That's exactly right.
That's I really just had that. I had that, realization. I was just like, dude, again, I'm white, and I might have, I believe there is some circums of white privilege, because there is. I mean, if you go with like hey, I have a dad, and I actually saw him. Well, that is some sort of privilege, okay? And I did not, I grew up mediocrely middle class. So that's quite a privilege. I get that. But I don't just go, look here, no. There are so much.
I went on a few dates with a girl who was born and raised in Highland Park, and here's how rich this girl was. She was born and raised in Highland Park, and her parents sent her to private school growing up. No daughter of mine is going to that public school down the street.
Oh my god!
Where Jerry Jones' kid went.
Yeah,
they sent her to private school.
They're like, we're not going to that trash ass school.
So I started getting into like my background, and I'm like, I was pretty blunt with like, we are not the same. And she was like, I've been surrounded by privileged, asshole, elitist dudes my entire life, and that's not who I'm looking for. I was like, I need you a street rat.
Yeah.
And she kind of laughed, and she said, well, don't put it that way, but I
gotta bring me one of them pores.
She's like, I want to date normal guys, not these idiots that I've been around my whole life.
Hey.
So maybe there's still a chance for me to marry rich.
Maybe. you
got to find more of those.
You will be exiled from the family, though. You're only getting 70 acres of land, not 479. So, I mean, yeah, you're going to definitely be cut off a little bit. Sorry, we did jump around a little bit. I hope no one called. That was important.
Got to get back to the site.
What's up? No. Fuck that.
They laid the concrete down yet?
Yeah, man. Well, I tell you right now, I did go by the supply store over for the fire suppression unit.
Yeah.
Do you know what a scussion is?
What is?
You know what a scussion is?
A discussion?
A scussion.
No.
It's E-S scussion. I don't know how to spell the rest.
Where do I find it? What's the Excel hotkey for that?
Yeah. So like right there, look up there.
crown molding.
Nope.
Oh, the fire sprinkler.
The sprinkler.
Yeah.
That thing that's around it,
Uh-huh.
that's a scushion.
Okay. Why would I know that?
Exactly. But I do.
Okay.
Yeah. I had to go buy 20 of those.
Got to go to the Home Depot.
Got to go. No, dude. You don't even know. Home Depot's where like them regulars go.
Yeah.
See, that's where I'm elite now.
Well, they have contractor pickup.
Yeah, they do have You got to go to them. There's these warehouses up through Dallas where you just find some random guy who has a widget
Right.
that you need, and
He buys them in bulk from China, marks them up 7,000%.
Yeah, it was actually $1.
There's a lot of money to be made in sourcing from China.
That was actually $1 escutcheon, which was pretty great.
Yeah, but he bought them for a penny each.
Exactly. So okay, let's go back. Sorry, we're gonna go. We're gonna go back to the freak versus the fan.
Okay.
And then we're gonna end this.
I forget about the fan. That's right.
Oh, did I say the freak and the fan?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was hilarious.
I don't know shit about the fan.
Dude,
who's even on it?
Dude, I have no idea.
So you mean the ticket?
The ticket.
Okay.
I apologize.
That I'm aware of. I'm
those-
sped up on the ticket.
Dude, that's so shitty. The fan.
Dude, they got everybody was like, "This is bad for the ticket." I'm like,
Dude.
maybe, but I don't think so. But it's horrible for the fan.
I think this is
Like,
terrible for the fan.
Nobody's gonna listen to the fan anymore.
Yeah, even if Jeff Kavanaugh talks 15 minutes of football is way better than anything you listen on.
I literally don't even know who's on it anymore. I think we've talked about
it's
this.
still
but
RJ Choppy and
the
Sean.
morning show, I'm sure, is the same. No idea on that. Is it still the KNC?
Yeah, named after barbecue sauce. What a
I thought they were like the interim head coach after
If we
the head
started
coach
a
gets fired.
If we started a show, it would be called the BJ's.
Yeah.
BJ Smokehouse. What would we
Did you hear Dan make that joke about Dan and Jake?
Oh,
He's like, should we go Jake and Dan or Dan and Jake? Call it Dash or Jab? He's like, good thing my name's not Virgil.
dude, we'd be Jab in the morning.
Yeah.
What's up? Ready to do?
Play a lot of funny sound bites, funny drops.
Oh my god. Okay.
Weenie in the butt.
Yeah. Well, listen, I love grooves. I really do. And I feel like I understand where this station's going. The freak.
It's like ticket nostalgia.
Oh, it kind of is.
But people love grooves.
Dude, I love grooves.
Yeah. They'll be asking, where's Grego next?
Yeah, dude, that was
people that listen to the freak or
that
the
was,
people that are like, where's Grego?
Yeah, that was so funny when they were like, it's Danny, and it's like, wouldn't it be wild if it was Grego? I was like, yes, it would be fucking.
That would get my attention. That would get my attention.
What was that? Now you have my attention.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I'll fight through the Third Eye Blind commercials.
Yeah,
because that's why I don't
dude,
listen.
that app blows
I can't
ass.
stand the app. I love the shows. I love listening to Kavanaugh.
Yeah.
I love Mike and Mike. I can't stand the commercials,
dude.
Because there are no. I'd rather listen to.
I think they're going to fix that.
All Pro Foundation Repair than listen to another.
The only
Goo Goo Dolls song.
Well, the problem is you do not pod, bro. You don't pod, right?
What are you talking about?
Do you listen to pods?
Yeah, all the time.
Like you listen to actual.
My college football team's undefeated.
It's
I got a
on
list
here.
of like 7 college football pods I listen to.
The pods are on
I
here.
got Andy Katz. I got Solid Verbal. I got Unnecessary Roughness.
Yeah. Well,
Purple Theory.
So, like, we look
Post-game
up-
beers.
Squeakeasy. How do you spell that? Speakeasy.
Speakeasy.
Squeakeasy is a different
Oh,
show.
you're saying so the freak puts it out on podcast form?
Yes.
Okay, I need to download that then.
So, whoa, there's a lot of speakeasies. Oh, there it is.
So then they just cut through the Goo Goo Dolls.
Yes.
And you can just listen to the content. All right, I'm about that.
So, and it looks like they have every segment.
So do you think their strategy is to lean heavy into the podcast world? Because I know the ticket dabbles, but if they can feature that as kind of one of their main sources of revenue generation,
I think
that'd be pretty smart.
Well, I haven't played one of these, but I imagine throw an ad in each podcast.
Oh yeah, like some of these, like
You're gonna get your
Unnecessary
runs.
Roughness from Barstool.
Yeah.
Dude, they do like 15 minutes of ad per
Jesus
episode.
Christ.
I mean, they'll start off with like
terrible.
5 straight minutes of High Noon.
And
Like, how much is High Noon having to pay?
And you know what I have an issue with? It's whenever I can't shave. So that's why I use Harry shit.
Oh yeah.
No.
Speaking of quarterback controversy at Texas A&M,
I
do you want better sex?
Is your dick not hard?
Yeah.
Get your dick hard.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, guys, let's stop with the ads.
Oh, man, let me fumble for that fast forward button.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
went too far. Let's go back.
Fucking 15
They're
seconds.
halfway through the TCU segment now.
Yeah, I know. It is a troubling. But there is a way. I mean, like, dude, the problem is if I'm like doing something or driving, it's hard to do the fast forward.
You're fighting through the Harry's razors.
So then I go, well, I got to listen to this dumbass ad. Yeah. But yay, what it is.
That and HelloFresh. And
though I do listen to like some podcasts who do try to make a funny ad, which does intrigue me, because if he's gonna say funny things during an ad, then I'm cool.
I think they should do like what we'll do is, for our very limited sponsorship we have, is we'll work it into conversation.
Yeah.
Like make it sound natural. It doesn't sound like, okay, we're stopping the content, starting the ad. Now we're stopping the ad and starting the content. We'll work long drink into the conversation.
I got an idea. How about the ad people just give me the money and I never talk about their stuff?
I mean,
could they do that? Could they do that?
You could pitch it.
Yeah, I'd be like, dude, I will never talk about your shit.
You'd have to go like Don Draper in the sales room.
Ooh, to
make them see the.
You can do this like extortion. You can be like, hey, if you don't fucking give me money, I will talk about your shit. And then I'll say like, did you know Nazis run this place?
Yeah. Yeah. Just right. Negative recruiting.
Yeah, just like, dude, I will let everybody know. So that is a good thing. I do think are they on YouTube's?
I don't know.
I want to know if they are on that.
You're
too.
the YouTube guy.
Dude, I am a YouTube guy.
Some of these podcasts I listen to have YouTube functionality, and I never really get into it.
Dude,
audio medium,
YouTube Premium.
But from time to time, when I do catch a podcast on YouTube, I like it better.
Dude, I'm telling you,
YouTube Premium, dude. That's how I listen to music.
Okay. Dude, I'm telling you, I listen to...
And I do like watching YouTube
if there's
videos,
an option,
but I don't like watching my podcasts, or I just haven't gotten to the habit of doing it. Because a lot of times when I'm listening to podcasts, I'm working or, doing stuff around the house, So I'm not, like, glued to my phone.
I do like this one. I just looked up Speakeasy 97.1 and it's TC responds to Corby's unconscionable comment.
Unconscionable comment?
Yeah.
What was it?
We need to get TC on here.
Okay. Well, he can't talk anymore.
Why can he not talk anymore?
He's been sick and he's losing his voice. Listen to the last episode of It's Just Banter.
Dude,
man, how long are they going to be able to do the podcast? TC's voice is dying.
He's kind of always had a little bit of a...
No, just listen and get back to me on it.
Yeah. Poor TC. Well, he's in our prayers.
Everybody tweet TC.
He's in our prayers.
Yep.
And he's a defect too. Well, not really defect, but...
Well, is he signed with the Freak?
Yeah, he does like a weekend show.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, but in that thing, he basically called Corby a bitch.
And Corby responded?
No. I don't know. Corby doesn't care.
They probably already had beef, if I were to guess.
I remember... So
pure speculation.
He talked about that one time that they had this bit where it was, is this a 27-year-old man or an old lesbian?
A 40-year-old lesbian.
Yeah, something like that. And that was a funny bit. I'm sorry, TC. That was funny.
Yeah.
But the problem is Corby's a bitch. So if you ever did anything to him, you'd be like, oh, man, that was so fucked up.
Well, you remember when TC on, let's see, it was White Elephant?
No.
He had to do the 840 bit.
No. That wasn't a White Elephant.
Do you remember this, when this happened, though?
When he called Corby?
Yeah, at like 2 a.m. and said he needed an idea for the 840 bit.
That was a Gordo fill-in.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No,
like,
that's what I was going to bring up.
I have to do the 840 bit in the morning, and I don't have any ideas. And Corby was like, "Why the hell are you calling?"
Yeah.
And then he gets on the air and he calls TC like during the hard line. He's like, "TC, I am coming for you." And TC goes, "Well, I hope whatever it is you do isn't as bad as a phone call."
You remember like what he said? He made himself look really bad during that.
Corby? Yeah. because everybody else kind of took it in stride.
Because
I don't even remember who he called somebody, and they were like, "Oh yeah, hang on. Let me get my pencil and pad, and we'll work
We'll
this
help
out."
you. Yeah.
Oh, now I feel bad.
But
This is
Corby
the
was
bit.
Corby was like literally
Offended.
No, he was offended, and he goes, "How could you do this to a host? No other." I go,
Right.
"What the fuck, dude? Shut up."
Yeah, Corby was in the wrong there for
Yeah,
sure.
no. So we're an anti-Corby show now. And you know what's funny? I was just listening to the Hardline, and it's now just
Ooh, did I miss college football talk?
probably.
Man, I can't get enough
I
college
know.
football
Oh
talk.
god, man, I'll tell you. But you know, it's like me whenever I have conversations with fairly intelligent women about sports.
Okay.
And so they know a little bit about it, but okay, I'm not trying to say that because maybe I need to find a different analogy. But you have Bob Stern who knows a lot about sports,
Yes.
and you have Corby who knows a moderate amount of sports.
He knows as much as a below average fan does.
Yes, and Dave who I guess he knows sports. I don't know, but they all, and it's just Bob getting exasperated, going,
Carrying the sports segment.
no, they're not going to do that, and
Yeah.
it's a lot of like.
Or Corby will just say
exasperating.
something real generic, and Bob will agree, and then go into something more substantial.
Oh, they were talking about something where
Like Micah Parsons, man, he's really good. And you know what, Corby? He is. And I wrote about this in The Athletic. You know, when they get him into pressure situations and line him out on the edge. And
well, I'm trying to get to the pinpointing of what he actually said, but it was a point where, you know, he was like, dude, yeah, these divisions are just, you know, antiquated. And he goes, well, it's just the way it is. He's like, well, we had three divisions at one time. Why is it not?
Corby should
like,
just go full Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, he's
just say
so-
the most outlandish
he's
stuff and just be
so-
like, and that's just how it is.
This is how it is, bruh. So I don't know, dude. Yeah, Corby just sucks.
All
and
right. So the Freecast podcast, that's interesting to me, especially Kavanaugh's
now
show.
if they can get on YouTube, that'd be better.
That would be better. We're trying to line that up for us to do
Yeah.
our baseball podcast.
I think I have a few podcasts on YouTube, but like only like Bob
Yeah,
Stern
the
and
audio,
Gorego.
the audio, obviously.
Oh, I just want to do audio.
Yeah, no. See, we want to get like
Fuck no.
we want to broadcast live on YouTube.
Do y'all?
Like,
do
that's-
you know what you guys look like?
What do you mean?
Y'all guys are awful.
No, we look great.
You look great.
Well,
Dude,
I look great.
no,
I can't
this
speak
is-
for the rest
I'm
of the
about to
team.
say.
But
Does that one guy still have that big knife in his back from when y'all?
I
Stabbed
don't know.
him?
You have to ask him. Get him on the pod.
You know, he wants to come on. Jesus. I had a lot to talk about. We're about to wrap up. He quit. Dude, I'm not trying to get into it. Just relax. Golly. We're gonna table a bunch of this.
Yep.
We're gonna have to come back.
Stay tuned for part 2. Leave him with a cliffhanger.
Well, if
wait till I tell you the outlandish thing that happened to me yesterday. Coming up on part 2.
Well, we have 4 minutes. No, 8 minutes.
Are you running out of recording time?
No,
Oh.
I'm just gonna go a straight hour though.
Okay.
That's another thing that
All right.
changed.
Let's vamp for 4 minutes. Let's run a Harry's Razors ad.
Okay,
And then we'll
we'll
get
put
out
it
of
at the end.
Yeah.
No. So this is another thing I wanted to talk about. I went to a Maren Morris concert.
Did you get free backstage passes and then Instagram it?
No,
You weren't on the bus this time?
I did not.
You been kicked off the bus?
I'm off the bus.
Huh?
I'm off the bus.
I can't hear you. Oh, you got kicked off the bus.
I'm off
Damn.
the bus.
Your status is falling.
Dude.
You're
Okay.
getting Heisman by your best friend from high school.
Oh, she's not. I didn't.
It's my ex-sister-in-law. I don't
I
know. Did you know that?
We talk about it every time.
Okay. I just got to remind you.
Talk about it every time.
I've never been on the bus, though.
Nah. Well, you know, maybe you'll get there one day. You can take my spot, apparently.
My brother tells his wife that Marin's the one that got away just to piss her off.
Yeah, no doubt. I don't think that was going to happen.
No, they were freshmen in high school. Like,
Yeah.
success rate for freshmen in high school, very low.
Yeah. So here's what I'm going to say. You tell me how I should feel because we only have a little bit left. But I'm not saying well.
Oh, your politics are different now. That's bad.
No.
That's why you got kicked off the bus. She saw your tweets.
She'd have to kick her dad off. So
Yeah.
because man, her whole family used to like Her mom and dad used to like.
She went all Hollywood.
Yeah.
Is that what her dad's saying?
Well, no, I haven't talked to them about that. I'm sure they're like, dude, I don't care. You know, they still love their daughter. It's not like they're going to be like, come on, you need to talk about the...
Is she in a situation where dad's taking all the money? It's like a Britney Spears situation.
No, dad had been axed out, I guess. I don't know. But I don't know that situation. That was how it was back in the day.
Yeah.
Dad was the manager.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember he'd be selling CDs in the school.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, dude.
No way.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So, cool.
Yeah, during like when they'd have performances for the theater, she had a little booth set up outside of the auditorium.
Get marinated?
Yeah, I guess so.
You didn't know that was the real thing?
No, I don't like it.
Well,
I
she
like
didn't
it.
go with it.
It's awkward.
What if she kept going?
Wow, I'm out on that.
Do you remember Melanie?
Yeah. What are you trying to say right now?
There's-
Rest in peace, Melanie.
Rest in peace.
What are you saying?
There's this. It's not a funny photo, but there's this photo that.
I thought you were going to go into like how you had a big crush on her, like she was so hot.
Dude, I did. I think I did.
Everybody had a crush on her.
Yeah, she was super cute.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Again.
She was adorbs. Probably maybe two adorbs. Two adorbs.
Uncomfortable. There's another.
She
word for
was. Like that
Yeah,
was
and then
her,
she had a very tragic death.
kind of
So
her dude,
let's-
the most tragic. It's fucking
like,
terrible.
The worst death ever.
Fucking terrible. Fucking yeah. No, she used to be like kind of cool to me and then mean to me and then slightly cool to me. I don't know.
Yeah, we were real tight after high school.
No, there's this
And then I got the news. That was a tough one, pal. I was in Japan.
mark that down. We're going to talk about
No, let's not.
No,
it
not
makes
that.
Me too sad.
Not that one. Not
it makes
that
me
one.
way too sad.
Because I was going to talk about, because we are in the minority of, I think we've had a lot of former classmates die.
I can think of one.
I had Ruben who got murdered.
Well, that was during high school.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
There's two.
Okay, maybe not. Well, okay, so I don't know if
that'd
it's
be a short segment. I don't think there's as many died as you think.
okay. Then there's the famous classmates.
Huh?
Oh, so go back to Melanie. There's this photo that Maren would always post because she knew
Sure.
Melanie and
They were co-stars.
and it's her.
Marin was her co-star.
Yes, Maren
Marin was
played
the co-star.
played second fiddle to
Yeah.
Melanie.
That's right. Melanie was her mentor.
Yes, but she has this shirt. And
It's
it
like
says,
Dirk and Luca.
Yes. But yeah, she had that shirt. Get marinated. It was a real, it's that's what I'm saying. It was a funny shirt or funny picture because it was like
ick level there.
it was like, oh, that's cute, and then it goes like get marinated part. I was like, oh, that was a bad marketing. That was before she had.
Yeah.
That was before she had Sony money that was
That's why
behind
her
marketing.
father's now estranged.
God, I hope he never listens to this. or any ancillary.
Well, if either of them do, let's get them on.
Okay.
If Marin wants to come on,
So
on.
that might be where I'm going to end
then I
this.
can get my brother on. We can work this out.
Yo, come on, take him back.
Yeah, let's
I know you're
respark
married
this
with
flame.
I know you're married with a kid, but come on.
My sister-in-law doesn't listen now.
Yeah. We really need to get this going. No, I had to say. So again, I was a big proponent of Marin from the beginning. I initially knew that.
Oh, we remember.
I initially knew that. I'm telling you, I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything. I knew she was way too talented to be sitting around.
You
in
were
Fort Worth.
listening to her before anybody, bro.
I was, dude. I was like, whoa. No, but I would go to shows like just
Being
like
LeBron.
me-
right now.
me
I
and-
tried to tell those guys. Listen to
yeah.
Marin.
Listen to Migos, bro. Well, I never said that. I was just like, dude, she's really talented.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when she went off the Nashville, I was like, I get that. You know? And I'm still a fan of hers. But again, the music is leaving me a little bit.
I can't really name any music.
I understand that. But like for me, she's not really putting the music towards a guy like me. So I'm like, I really like her. I think she's talented, but I'm also not really that into her music. So where do you
Sure.
go there?
Nowhere.
Well,
Like, there's
so-
no action on your part here. Just listen or don't.
I know, but like my wife is really into her.
Okay, let her listen then.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm like, it's a conundrum. But also at the same time, I'm having another thing where I kind of had that realization. I go, we're not friends.
Damn, you really are kicked off the bus.
Yeah, dude. Like, we're not friends. And it's not like I'm not mad at her or anything. I know Skylar, who's her really good friend, who was on the bus.
Well, if you have a second wedding, then we'll see if she performs to that one.
Well, that's sort of the part where I'm like, you know, like how you've helped me move like twice?
I'm sure I have.
You've helped me move. Like, I don't know, that's a small thing, but I go, Jacob's helped me move twice. I'm indebted to him. So like,
yeah, you are. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, no. No, I'm not indebted to him, but I'm like, I he's my good friend. Where Marin, she played my concert, played my wedding, and I kind of like, and then, that was a big thing. Because,
right,
number one,
to her, it's just another stop on the tour.
Would have never asked. My wife asked. But, no.
$100,000.
No, I don't think you should do it for free.
That's awesome.
So, but I have to say, it's like, I'm like sort of sad about it, but I'm also like, it is what it is. So I don't know where I was really going with that.
We're vamping, remember?
Oh,
we got to wrap it. They're going to close here.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Let's get out.
All
right, man.
Call
well,
it.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.